I know it's possible to shrink belly fat after age 50. Our Zivli members do it all the time. Take Ron, for example. You can see in his before and after picture a drastic reduction in his belly fat. And the best news, he didn't starve himself or follow any crazy diet. Instead, he made simple mindset and habit shifts and stuck with them. I'm Dr. Morgan Nolte, founder of Zivli, where we help you lose weight, keep it off, and get healthy with a low insulin and inflammation lifestyle. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on tips that help you live a healthier, happier life. If you've been struggling with belly fat, especially after age 50, I'm going to break down exactly what's going on in your body, why traditional diets fail, and the best foods you need to eat to burn fat effectively and sustainably. So let's dive in. Before we talk about the best foods to eat, it's important to understand the 3 different types of belly fat. Not all fat is created equal, and some types are far more dangerous than others. The first kind is subcutaneous fat. This is the fat that lies between your muscles and skin. It's the type you can pinch with your fingers, and while it's what most people think of when they want to lose belly fat, it's actually not the most dangerous. This is the type of fat that can be removed with liposuction and is actually the least metabolically harmful. Your fat is supposed to be stored in these subcutaneous stores. The second kind is visceral fat. This fat is stored beneath the muscle layer and surrounds your organs. It's far more dangerous because it releases inflammatory substances that increase your risk of conditions like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even dementia. The third kind is ectopic fat. This is the worst type of fat because it accumulates inside your organs, like your liver, pancreas, and even your heart. This can seriously disrupt how your body functions and is directly linked to metabolic diseases like type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Ectopic and visceral fat cannot be removed with liposuction. It can only be shrunk through diet and lifestyle changes. So if you want to age well and reduce your risk for chronic diseases, shrinking your belly fat, especially visceral and ectopic fat, is essential. There are a lot of ways to lose weight. Low-fat diets, keto, intermittent fasting, you name it. The problem is that most of these diets aren't sustainable. They might work in the short term, but if you can't stick with them, you'll regain the weight and sometimes even more. Instead of jumping from diet to diet, you must begin with the end in mind. Your body isn't the same as it was in your 30s or 40s, right? Aging, and especially going through menopause, causes hormonal shifts that make belly fat easier to gain and harder to lose. If you don't adjust your nutrition and lifestyle to accommodate those changes, you'll keep gaining belly fat and your health will suffer. So what's the key? You need to focus on lowering 2 major hormones that increase with age and contribute to belly fat, and those are cortisol and insulin. The first hormone to focus on lowering is cortisol. This is your body's main stress hormone. When it's too high for too long, it tells your body to store fat, especially in your belly. Poor sleep, chronic stress, a crummy diet, and over-exercising can all lead to elevated cortisol levels. The second hormone to focus on lowering is insulin. Insulin is your fat-storing hormone. As we age, we become more insulin resistant, meaning our bodies need to produce more insulin to manage blood sugar. When insulin levels are high, your body can't burn fat. And this is why a low insulin and low inflammation lifestyle is the key to belly fat loss. The best way to shrink belly fat for good is by eating foods that keep insulin and inflammation low. This doesn't necessarily mean eat a bunch of low-calorie foods. In fact, foods often marketed as being healthy because they're low in calories will actually spike insulin levels because they're high in refined carbohydrates. Here's a chart of the blood sugar and insulin response to the 3 main macronutrients, which are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. There are 3 main types of carbs: starches, sugars, and fibers. The 2 to reduce in your diet are starches and sugars. Fiber actually guards against blood sugar and insulin spikes, but the key is to choose high fiber foods that are also low in starches and sugars. I'll show you some examples in a bit. The main takeaway is that a low carb, high protein, high fiber, high healthy fat diet is the best to shrink belly fat because this type of lifestyle keeps insulin and inflammation low. Remember that what you eat is only one piece of your overall lifestyle. The others are exercise, stress management, sleeping, what you drink, how you think. All of that's going to either help you burn or store fat. With that background in mind, here are some of the best foods to eat. Some high protein foods would include wild-caught salmon, grass-fed and finished beef, free-range eggs, chicken, bone broth, and Greek yogurt. Healthy fats like avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, coconut oil, and fatty fish. High fiber, low starch vegetables like leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, green beans, zucchini, and bell peppers. Some of my other favorite high fiber foods to eat that are also low in sugar are raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Now, all of those are going to be lower in sugar than blueberries and other types of fruit like bananas, grapes, and apples. One more thing. If you're serious about burning belly fat, significantly limiting or eliminating alcohol is crucial. Alcohol might seem harmless, but it's a major roadblock to fat loss. Here's why. The ethanol in alcohol is a toxin. Your body prioritizes breaking it down before anything else. While your body processes alcohol, fat burning is completely shut off. Alcohol also raises insulin levels, making fat storage more likely. If you're drinking regularly, even just a few glasses of wine a week, it could be the reason that you're struggling to lose belly fat. So to sum it all up, if you want to shrink belly fat after 50, focus on lowering insulin and inflammation with the right foods. Prioritize protein, healthy fats, and low starch and sugar fruits and vegetables. Cut back on sugar, starches, and alcohol. To help you get started, I've put together a free ultimate food guide, which includes a full breakdown of the best foods to eat for belly fat loss, plus macronutrient tables to make meal planning easier. You can download it for free at zivley.com/ultimate food guide, or there's a link in the description. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, subscribe for more tips on aging well, and comment below with what you found was most interesting. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more details about how to properly eat to lower insulin resistance so that you can get rid of belly fat, be sure to check out this video next about the best foods to lower blood sugar and lose weight with insulin resistance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video.